The idea of a guilty pleasure is absurd, though I won't pretend that I don't understand why people use the phrase. Guilty pleasures are things that someone enjoys, but they're either too embarrassed to admit it, or they know that most of their peers would criticize the subject that they praise. According to Urban Dictionary, a guilty pleasure is something that you shouldn't like, but you like anyway. This definition alone pisses me off. The first part of this phrase, guilt, implies some feeling of negativity or remorse. If one were to feel guilty about something, that isn't something that they should take any sort of pride or joy in. I wouldn't run around and tell everyone about an act that I felt guilty about. This is juxtaposed by the second word, pleasure, which is the exact opposite of guilt. A pleasure is something that one thoroughly enjoys, something that they would advertise to everyone to seek some sort of affirmation from it. I wouldn't take pleasure in something that I simultaneously felt guilty about. These two terms are polar opposites in both denotation and connotation, and that's precisely why the concept of a guilty pleasure doesn't work. My hatred for the term is only strengthened by the fact that I myself have used it in the past. In my senior year of high school, I stumbled across an anime by the name of Mysterious Girlfriend X. Suffice it to say that Mysterious Girlfriend X is not a show that would appeal to mass audiences. The ideas behind the show are common and straightforward, but the way in which these ideas are presented would turn a lot of people off. The two main characters communicate through sharing each other's drool. What the fuck? Most of you probably wouldn't watch this show, and even less of you would enjoy it, but I can bet that some of you would give me a funny look in public if I told you that I liked this series. Well, I do. And that's not something that I would have openly admitted when I first watched it. I knew that most of my friends would look at me as if I had 3 heads when I showed them this show, and that intimidated me for a while. After I thought about that for a bit though, I asked myself, why am I embarrassed by this? I shouldn't feel bad about liking something, and I shouldn't like something that I feel bad about. Why should I care about what other people think of this? No one has to agree with me on everything. That philosophy doesn't apply to everything, mind you, but this is media we're talking about. Oh my god, the main girl keeps a pair of scissors under her panties. He just licked her. I won't lie and say that I was comfortable with every single scene, but as a whole, I liked Mysterious Girlfriend X. It definitely had its quirks, but it was refreshing to see a romance anime that actually features 2 characters attempting to coexist as a couple. Most people would say that's weird, but I bet you I'd find something that you enjoy to be weird. I don't care for Star Wars or The Walking Dead. I watch professional wrestling and Japanese cartoons, and I'm proud to do so. That's why it bothers me when people use a contradictory phrase like guilty pleasure. Do you enjoy the thing or not? If you don't praise it, and if you do, don't be ashamed of it. Embrace your passions, because those are what define you. Don't try to be a face in the crowd. Be yourself. Be unique. Be quirky. Be weird. Not a single person in this world is normal, so don't try to meet a standard. You can't fake happiness, but if you try, you'll never actually achieve it. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, share it with anyone who you think would appreciate it, and if you want to learn more about me, you can follow me on Twitter at MathWiz97x. Until next time, keep on YouTubing.